This week, Kayley embarrasses people over the loudspeaker. David attempts to convince us that he's a fashion model. Chloe can't spell her name. And I squeeze my mother-in-law's ass. It's a long story. So
It's not that long.
You loved it, though.
Thanks for that.
Sorry.
Right, with that, let's strap down. Let's strap in. And let's do this.
This is just another trucking podcast.
Drink. Fucking hell. Right, let's try this again. Hello, this is Just Another Trucking Podcast. I am your host, Tom, and I'm joined, as always, by my good friends, co-host. We've got David. Hello, David.
Hello, how are you?
I'm better. I feel like that. Not that we've done this like twice now. You sound like you're in a sound calmer. I am going to recommend that you drink more alcohol throughout this session as much as possible.
I drink once a week, and you guys witnessed that.
Wait, do we force you to the drink, David?
Basically, I feel like I have been,
Honestly, I'm okay with that. I have no issues with this in the slightest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like a fun party person when you drink. You're that really cool person.
If I don't have a designated driver, I'm the guy sitting in the corner, like just shaking their head.
I can actually imagine
all these
that.
drunk people, bastards. Why do they get to drink and I don't? That's disgraceful.
Which used to be the case a lot.
You know what?
Anyway.
I don't think I've. Oh no, I've been a designated driver. I've picked you up, Kale, but that's about it.
Yeah,
at that wedding,
He lies all the time.
I was
thinks
really
he's picked
drunk.
up.
you were very. Do we tell the story? No, we can't tell that
Can
story.
you
I don't really care.
introduce and then you can do it?
Okay, that's a good idea.
Is this the same one where you said that it was you who did it?
Okay,
It was a lie.
right.
Oh, no,
you
it
have
was
got
definitely
to tell
her.
us the story now.
Right, so let me introduce everyone. Chloe, hello. Chloe.
Yeah, you already know I'm here. But go
So
on.
you are in a very happy mood. I like
I'm
this.
excited because I've just got Kayley here and
We do. We have Kale. Hello, Kale.
Hello.
Hello. For those people who don't know, Kale is my fiance. She is here because
He's
she
needy.
is going to bring wild energy this week. I just know it.
Well,
You're going to bring your.
start us off with the
It's-
story. I know you're excited, and I'm excited.
Can I tell this story, Kale?
Yeah.
How much of it? Doing this?
Just
change?
you're gonna have to go for it all now, aren't you? Who's Reese? He said you forced me. He did.
Oh,
By the way,
tell the
these are the
story. Yes, but
This
just
is the Patreons. We have a Patreon chat for anybody who doesn't know what she's talking about.
Oh, sorry.
And there's somebody named Reese.
Reese.
Recky.
Yeah.
I
There
don't
might be another word to that. We just don't know. But
Recky.
anyway.
I'm going with Reese. It sounds like a Welsh name, doesn't it?
Recky.
I like Racky.
I like Recky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a recce, is not a recce not an army thing where you like scout out stuff?
I just
Don't know,
presumed
mate.
it was like a recovery vehicle, Recky. Let's get the Recky.
Oh, yeah.
no, it's
Alright,
Wrecker, isn't it?
That might be it actually. Right.
And
Either Reese or Recky, can you?
has asked?
You just said yes
Has
to
asked
all
her
of us.
Titsy's asked who sacked Nessa. Who do you think sacked Nessa? No, I'm kidding. She's not sacked, but she will be on the show next week. By the way, just for people who are curious what that was about. Go ahead.
Yeah, we
Kayley.
lost her. She's I believe Nessa was sent on a mission to I think it was an Every place where we asked her to go and pick up some hoodies, and there was a small
The cheapest cheapest possible.
No. This is what. No, you know them fucking dickheads over in the doghouse. Well, we had to go off and we got some of their hoodies, but just don't fucking say anything. they're all fucking dickheads. By the way, anyone who listens to that some people will get that joke, some people won't, and if you don't, that's fine. We're okay with that. The story. So. This is when you came. Where were you?
I went out in Liverpool for my stepbrother's 18th birthday.
Right.
And
18th, messy, yeah.
Yeah. I tried to show him how it's done, and it backfired.
Sure showed him.
I did.
And
It was really bad.
I picked you up from the train station, and you were. That was the first time I've ever seen you. In fact, first and really only time is it I've ever seen you properly drunk.
Well, I told him. I said, "Listen, drunk me is a whole different person. I don't know who she is." Anyway, he met her that night, didn't you?
Regretted or loved it?
And I'll be honest with you, it was fucking great. It was a lot of fun. So we went back, and on the way back, you were like, "I want some food." And I was like, "Yeah, fair enough." So like in Warrington, there's what do they call it?
Like a takeaway street. It's just a street full of takeaways, like kebabs, everything.
So I'm driving down, and we were trying to work out. Oh, it is very, very good. We were trying to work out which one we want. I think we picked like a chicken place, did we, or something?
Yeah, it was really bad.
It wasn't great. It was really bad. But that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is, so I said, obviously she's hammered, and I was like, stay here. Stay in the car. This is such a bad story, Kel. You should not have let me start telling this story. So, like, stay here. And so I'll go down and just imagine it like this, like a proper, just kind of standard takeaway, big glass front, glass door, stuff like that. And so I've ordered, and I'm sat in there. And next thing there is this bang. And I turn around, and she's in the doorway. I'm like, she stumbled down the street. We're talking like, I don't know, like...
It was a really long way.
It was a fair distance, 150, 200 feet, something like that.
Which is quite far when you're wasted.
Oh, yeah.
How did you know where to go? Let's be honest.
I didn't. I just looked
didn't?
I didn't.
You've
I
not
looked
told
in
me
every
this.
window looking for Tom.
I didn't know that. So you didn't even know where I was?
Nope.
Do you know what direction I was in?
Nope.
So anyways, I'm like, I said, well, you can't be here. You can't be here. He said, well, I'll have to take you back. Because was that when you said you wanted to pee?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, I need to pee. And I'm like, I said, there's nowhere we can go. You're just going to have to wait. I've placed the order. Just go to the car and just wait.
Yeah.
So I take her back to the car, get her sat down, get her like clicked in and stuff like that. And I walk back.
Strapped in.
And then so I'm kind of sat waiting. And about a minute or 2 minutes later, bang, fucking door comes back open again. So I'm like, fuck. I'm like, Kel, I'm going to have to take you back to the car. So
I actually tried to get past the counter because I was that desperate for a wee, but it was like connected wall to wall. I was like, there must be a toilet back there. I need a wee.
I'm like, there isn't. You can't. So anyways, I took her back down into the car and again got her clicked in, no problems at all. And got back, all the stuff's ready. Fucking great. We can go home. I can let her have a wee. And yeah, all good. I walk out the door, I look down. As I'm walking towards my car, I'm like, someone crouched by my car. I'm looking. I think she's having a wee by my car. So I'm just like, I start rushing.
All I remember is Tom running past me going, we need to go right now. We need to leave.
So there's a house. There's an actual like house that's like directly opposite. And the woman's looking out the window. And I'm like, this is a crime.
Her problem, though.
We have to go.
That's her problem watching me.
I'm like, we have to go right now. So I get her into the car. And I properly like wheel spin away.
Yeah.
I'm fucking go. It's like, for me, as far as I was the getaway driver in a crime.
You did forget one thing, though.
What?
While I was squatting having this wee, right, there was a guy stood there watching me.
Wait.
Yeah. What? And I had to do it. I had to carry on because I was busting. And I said to Tom, like, it was either outside your car or inside your car. I picked right.
You've never told me there's a guy.
Well,
there was a guy in it. So someone was sat watching you having a wee by my car.
I think he was more confused as to what this girl was doing, squatting by a car.
Yes,
This was late at night, right? This wasn't in the middle of the day. I know you've been out and stuff.
Yeah, it was about, I don't know, 12 o'clock, something like that. But Tom was proper panicking. I was like, listen, it's Warrington. They've seen so much worse than this.
She was all the way back. But see, I'm quite panicky.
He is.
I'm a bit of I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a goody two shoes. I've not seen, I'm properly like shitting myself. Like I'm checking my mirrors to make sure the police haven't followed us. Like I was.
This is, I presume, a Saturday night or something. Where
it was, yeah. I mean, don't get me
I'm
wrong.
sure that it
I know,
happened.
I know that you said
that night by multiple people.
That woman's
Especially
probably
down
going,
that street.
she's back again. There's another one.
I've seen this one before. She's been out here once before.
Honest to God.
Yeah,
It was really bad.
I think we've all done that. I've done that on a night out.
Have we?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Tom
You're
hasn't
that
lived.
desperate. Yeah, but
You gotta go.
you can't hold it. Like, you guys can just kind of wang it out and just go up against, just, up against the wall or whatever.
Exactly.
Have I
Yeah.
told you about we won't name names, but a previous boss and what he did once?
I don't.
No, I'm guessing not. So I had a previous boss, not going to name any names, but I'm sure there's someone in this chat who can probably figure out who I'm talking about. But for legal reasons, I'm not going to mention who it is.
Right.
And so the story goes, and this has been confirmed by multiple people, including Kale. Someone confirmed this story to you like last week, wasn't it? This is true that this happened. So he'd gone off to some like big like proper business.
Did you
place.
swallow Tom?
Huh?
She's reading the chat.
Sorry.
She's just giggling away.
Sorry.
Just very quickly, so you might hear some of this throughout because we've got a patrons can come and watch live and they can talk to us live, stuff like that. So that's what's happening in the chat. Hence why did you swallow Tom? No context to that. Yeah, we just
I
won't
thought that was
talk
quite
about
funny.
that.
Sorry,
yeah,
go
it's
on.
quite funny. Yeah. So this previous boss was at some big corporate place. And I've seen him do this as well. This is not like some kind of isolated incident. I've seen it. And he was talking to they were out in a group of them talking about like where all these, we'll say, machines are going to get set up. And he's talking to the head of safety, and she's talking about whatever. And she turns around, and he's unzipped his pants, and he's just having a whiz in the middle of all this group of all these people, and he's just
And he's the
having a
boss at
piss
this
while
point?
still
Oh, yeah.
he's an owner of this company.
He is
Oh my
off his
God.
tits.
Yeah. He's
Did he turn his back to everybody and just
kinda. I'll be honest with you, he's done it to me, and he didn't really. And I definitely saw my boss's knob. That was something I've seen, and something I can no longer. It's not something I can ever forget. I wish I could forget it, but I can't forget it. I also saw him last week driving a truck with no seatbelt on, on his mobile phone in one hand and a sausage sandwich in the other hand. So
He is.
I know
He's
which one this
crackers.
is. Yeah.
He's so funny though.
Go on, David.
sounds so familiar. Absolutely.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because, I had a boss. I was a painter back in Ireland, and he's talking away to us. He turns around, and just started pissing. But the parts I remember most about it are like, how big is your bladder? Because it kept going and going and going and going. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? And it wasn't just like little things, it was proper hose. And like, and he kept, that's the part that I remember most out of the whole thing. But yeah, absolutely.
it's weird
just
the
so
things
weird.
that trauma makes you remember.
The level of flow.
It seemed like a done thing. I had my son one time in he was with me in the truck, and we were heading to Atlanta, and we picked up our load, and right at the very start of the day he needed to go pee. All right, so we're in a yard.
How old was he at this time?
14, 15
Okay.
or something like that. But yeah, we're in a yard, and like he needed to go pee. Okay, well, there's actually no toilets around here. Just go on a tire on the side of the in between two trailers.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine, whatever, right? But he kind of took that as gospel. Anyway, so every time he needed to go pee one time, and he's we're at the customer now, and there's kind of a bunch of rocks out in the middle of he just pees. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? What? I'm peeing. Oh, there's restrooms. Well, you told me to go pee. Oh my God, you can pee in restrooms. You can ask me. It was just there wasn't any restrooms where we were, and now there is restrooms. So how about in the future? Let's go ahead and ask me if there's a restroom. And but if there's a building with doors, there's probably a good chance there's going to be a restroom.
Yeah,
so let's go ahead and do that from now on, please.
that's not a good sign for a driver, is it? When someone is like has no, that's like a lack of situational awareness right there. That is.
So when Logan,
that's not.
Yeah.
Obviously Logan was little, and he's always had to come out of the lorry a bit heavily. So when he first came out of the nappies, if he needed to go, he needed to go. I'd pull in a lay-by, and I'm like, "Yep, just go, mate.
Yeah.
You've got no choice." He's only little. obviously when he started going nursery, he thought that was a thing.
Oh no!
So he just,
Oh no!
he just used to run around outside playing and go, "Oh, I'm just gonna have a wee in the plant pot."
Chloe.
It's what accepted. It's what it's
For
acceptable.
him, it was acceptable.
you know?
Even though I did sort of state, toilets are free. We need to use a toilet. But if you're out driving in the middle of nowhere, you're like, well, he's got to go. He's got to go.
Oh bless
So
him.
yeah, when he went to nursery,
So-
we've had a few issues where he likes to wee outside. I'm like, yeah, sorry, he's a bit of a nature child. Sorry.
So my son is in the middle of potty training right now, and he discovered that he can pee standing up now. And that's fine. So but he's also like, I was going to the corner, and I happened to step on something wet. I'm like, oh, please don't be pee.
Oh my God.
Please don't be pee. And like, is it? It was at we're a parent of it, this kind of an age old. You don't mind pee on your hands anymore. It's just like it's gonna
just a
happen.
given
This
thing.
pee
It kind
everywhere.
of becomes just
It's like it's whatever. And then he says, "I pee in here too." What do you mean you peed in there? What do you mean? And he pointed at this. It was probably like a 10-centimeter cube. It had a roof. It was a barn. It was like a toilet barn, but a small little thing that kept one little animal in. You peed in there. What do you mean you peed in there? So I took the lid off. I'm like, "There's liquid in there. This better not be pee." And like, so I smell it. I'm like, "Oh my God, why would you do that?" I don't know. I wanted to. I'm like,
Because I wanted to.
oh my God. And obviously he missed a lot. He ended up on the ground.
Oh.
That's so funny.
Yeah. But anyway.
They do when they're that age. They're just like, just gotta go.
Someone's put in the comments, my son crapped on the floor once. I went to go get something to clean it up. Time I got back, the dog had eaten it.
no!
Oh no.
That's fucking
That's hideous.
No.
I'd have thrown up everywhere.
It's better than the child
Ew.
going back and trying to eat it.
Oh no!
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
true.
okay.
We have to stop
Oh.
our 1-year-old from crawling over to the it's a race car toilet. It's just a small little toilet that he gets to pee in the middle of the night instead of going all the way to the bathroom. But my youngest son has attempted a few times to play with that water,
Kill.
the urine.
Kill.
What?
Right. So our house is like a World War II quick build house.
Yeah.
So, we love it. We love our house. But one of the things that we don't love about it is the fact we've only got one toilet, which is downstairs. Could we get a race car toilet for the bedroom? Is that something we could have?
Why not?
I would pee in a race car
You'd
toilet.
have
That
to get
sounds
like a
fucking
monster
great.
truck version. They're a bit taller for you.
Yeah, but
How
Yeah.
good's your aim?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. No, actually, it's not. Actually, I jokingly say it's not. I'll be honest with you. I sit like a little girl, and
oh my
I'm
God,
okay
Tom,
with that.
have you really just said that?
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm okay
God.
with that.
He actually does.
I am man enough to admit that I sit like a girl. But
Surely
I'm
it's just
really
easier.
tall.
So
I'm very-
you pee like you in other words you pee sitting down.
Yeah, I'm very tall.
I-
Do you know how far down that fucking thing is?
I'm actually I have no problem saying that I actually pee sitting down too. All right, and the reason being is out of respect, and I kind of feel embarrassed that I went my entire life standing up to pee, because once I started cleaning toilets on a regular basis, all
Yeah.
right,
Isn't it just easier?
it's the only way.
as well, technically.
Oh, it is easier.
I know you can
it is
aim,
easier,
but you don't have to.
But
You just
the
sit
thing
there
is,
and
it's
relieve
just
yourself.
I found out
Have you
that
two
my
ever tried
daughter-
to pee standing up?
Yeah, it doesn't work very well.
No, it doesn't.
Have you ever tried to use
I
a
found
shiwi? Does not work.
That's two people that have tried and have failed.
I've tried you. I've told
miserably.
you about me trying to use a shiwi, haven't I?
I think you might have said that. Yeah.
Wait, the backflow, the whole. I'm like even looking down as if I'm using it. The like little backflow thing that lets it out is like quite small. So when you've got you really need a wee, it doesn't work like that. You've kind of
Just
got.
when the
You've
flow
got
is
to
too
control.
much.
Yeah, because you can start feeling it like puddling up, and you're like, oh, this is about to overflow.
And then you've got better to get an oil filter, like the oil
Funnel.
Funnel. Is that funnel? Is that the right word?
I mean, that probably would
Probably.
work. Let's be honest.
But yeah,
It's not very ladylike, though, is it?
no, it's not.
Your missus said that she did when she was a kid, and it was a mess, David.
Oh, really? She did.
Yeah. So there you go. You've
Where
just
was
learned
she?
something about your missus.
In a urinal or in a sit-down toilet?
Have you ever tried to pee on a urinal?
Yeah, backwards I have.
Have you really?
I
Yeah,
always,
you've got to kind
I
of
always
perch
think of the
yourself.
full Monty.
You're desperate. You
Remember-
gotta go.
Remember the movie Full Monty?
Chloe, that's some skills right there.
I didn't say it
Yes,
worked.
I remember.
I was very
Oh,
drunk at the
no.
time, and I distinctly remember having a wet leg after this.
I feel like there's going to be a running theme throughout this one.
Yeah, we've like been solid talking about having a wee for like half an hour.
Yeah, we really have.
We're having a wee and drinking heavily.
Good time.
Sorry, David, go on.
What, David?
I was going to thinking of like the only time I ever witnessed women peeing in a toilet was in the Full Monty when the girls went into the men's room. Remember that movie? I'm
Was
sure a
that
lot of
Full
people
I'm
were
gonna
like,
be honest
"That
with you.
movie."
There was another one.
I
as
never
well.
watched the Full Monty.
Yeah.
There was another one with Cameron
with,
Diaz, wasn't there? I can't remember which one that was.
Oh, I don't remember that one either.
I'd have to
Cameron
Google.
Diaz.
I don't think I've watched that.
Have you not? I need to find out what it is.
Reese, he's put funnel. You'd have to really spread it.
Oh my
That was
god!
amazing.
It depends how big the funnel is. Like, I guess at some point you're just sitting on a funnel, aren't you? Really?
Yeah, you may just be on the toilet. We've got extra lubricant. Who's that? That's a newbie. Was
Extra
drunk once when camping, thought peeing up against the white bush. Well, it was not. Let's say the lamb had a stain on its back. Oh no! What made
Wait,
you
you
thought a
pissed on
white
it?
bush was a bush?
Wait, you pissed
Why
on a
not?
sheep, the pure thing.
Oh,
At least it gets bleached. He doesn't know it got
No,
peed on.
that-
He's like, oh, that was
No,
that's
no,
lovely
mate.
and warm.
That
that's lovely and warm.
David,
Yeah.
that lamb, that sheep is going through the rest of its life not right. It's a little bit,
A bit traumatized.
it's been traumatized a little bit.
Oh, can you imagine the poor bugger that's got to shear it? What's this?
Have you noticed with sheep they've stopped like a lot of them they don't like. You remember like I always thought sheep had really short tails. But like
Fine.
recently, sheep now have longer tails, right? So just bear with me.
Whoa.
No. Just bear with me a
Okay.
second because I'm not talking shit here, right? Shit, right, David. I can see your face. Shut the fuck up! Don't you fucking say anything until I finish talking. Right?
You
Sheep
know
used
they
to have
all
really
have long
short
tails, right?
No,
You-
listen to me, Chloe.
Okay.
Listen to me.
Okay.
I'm talking.
You're giggling
Right,
about it
Kel,
You're making
already.
it really
Go
difficult
on.
for us to
Right,
keep quiet. By the
Kel,
way.
I will show this deal this week, right? So like sheep used to have really short tails, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like little small like sheep. But recently I'm seeing a lot that have got much longer tails. And
Okay.
I think it's because they put something around the lamb's tail when they're very young, so part of the tail falls off.
Tom, where did you learn this fact from?
Please someone
They
in the
do
comments.
dox him though.
Yeah,
they
you
do, I
learned
swear.
this fucking fact from us. I told you this on a podcast. Because
Did
you went,
you?
oh yeah, then because I told you about the putting elastic bands on their tails and on their bollocks and things like that.
Oh right, I do
That's
remember
so
this.
mean.
Yeah.
Bless him.
You like saying
I
it
don't
as if
remember
it's
that.
like a big thing that nobody knows, and we're just sat here like, what?
He does this all the time when I tell him facts. He's like, "Did you know this?" I'm like, "Yeah, because I told you, mate."
I'm really bad for it.
He's off his head.
I
Extra
think I might-
lubricant,
I think
it's
I might
like-
have even once.
It's to stop fly strike. So there you go.
Oh,
Fly
is it?
strike.
There's
Right.
a reason for it. Yeah,
I think-
This is why
I think
they
there
get
was
sheared
once-
as well because because you get like the flies and that basically lay their eggs and then the larvae start eating them and it's
Ew, ew. No,
Oh, well,
yeah,
that's
it's bad.
fucking
No.
hideous.
that's disgusting.
yeah.
Disgusting.
It's quite
Disgusting.
gross.
Fucking.
We've lost
Oh,
it on this
that's-
podcast. It started out absolute nuts at the beginning with Angry David, and now we're just talking about.
Angry David.
Look how much happier he is.
He's
He
not.
is
He's
so
loving
much
it.
happier. He is. He's
He's
a lot
thinking-
more happier. Kel,
I'm stuck.
do you want to get angry for a second?
What?
Do you
Yeah,
want to tell them
I hear
about
you've
that
got
absolute wazzock today?
So obviously, I work in a petrol station, yeah,
Yes.
and we had a fuel
obvious.
delivery today. I filled the fuel book out. What I thought was correct. It was the correct information, but you know them books where it has like the transfer thing, so it goes onto the second piece of paper.
Yeah. Carbon.
So I
yeah.
put the card.
Yeah, that's a carbon thing. Yeah.
I put the card. I did it wrong. I put it underneath, in between them, so nothing was transferred.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that 3 times, right? And the actual tanker driver helped me on the second one
Right.
because we were both getting it wrong, and I had to sign it, obviously, to say that you're a competent person and all that. And then he came back, gave me the paperwork, and signed off that I wasn't a competent person.
Oh, wow.
And I was ready to fight. Let me tell you.
That's so fucking what a dick
Hang
move.
on,
How mean is that?
Is there like a thing to tick that you're not competent, or like he just literally wrote it?
Yeah. It's something that they have to do because obviously it's fuel.
Maybe-
And
was it an
fuel's
accident?
No.
Why? Because you
Was
filled
it?
it out wrong. It's a piece of
Yeah,
paper.
but he did it wrong with me.
Right.
And I just thought, do you know what? I rang my boss up and I said, let me tell you now, if he comes in here again, I'm going to say something to him.
I think
I will.
there are some drivers that are just fucking angry at the world for no reason at all.
Yeah.
And like rather than taking that as just a bit of a like, just a mistake, to write on a fucking form, that's such a dick move.
It proper knocked me confidence, it did.
There was no need for it. Like, I don't know. It's just, such a dick
He had
fucking
such an attitude, though. And I don't know why, because he got it wrong as well.
Well,
move.
next time you do
Someone's
it,
put, don't call them tanker wankers for nothing.
That's facts. That really
make
is.
sure that you tick off that he's not a competent driver. There you go. Done.
Well, I said next time he comes back, and if she's the only one who can actually help him, just say, I'm sorry, but you said that I'm not competent, so I can't help you. So you're going to have to sit out there and
back off.
fucking
I
wait.
would.
basically.
100%. Absolute wanker.
I was so annoyed.
Dickhead.
The thing is, I find as a driver, you need to try and be as nice as you can to the people at like the loading areas and where you're delivering, because they can make or break your day. Like I've been kind of building a relationship with one of the places that we've been going, and I arrived late by about like 5 minutes, and they have like a hard cut off of 4:30. You're not allowed to get in there.
Yeah.
But because I kind of cultivated a good relationship with them and I had a bit of a laugh with them, they let me slip in like 5 minutes late. And again, if I was a dickhead and if I'd been like going in there fucking arsey and stuff, there's no way they'd let me in there.
No.
It's like, what's the expression? Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Is that really such a hard fucking thing to? I don't know.
I always do the same. I try and keep people sweet, and because if you look after them, they'll look after you.
Yeah.
But I do think a lot of it is because I am a woman. I get away with a lot as well.
Dear.
I actually
I
genuinely
think I'm in
do.
I'm in the wrong industry.
Everyone
Keep
says
telling
about
you that.
women like in the industry and that, and but actually I think I've got it a lot easier than some of the men in the same line, because they'll tell me stuff that's happened to them, and I'm like, oh, that guy's always really nice to me. Or like I'll go to a job site and they're always really lovely to me, and
He's made love to you,
I know,
Chloe.
I had to
Chloe,
remember that
what are
one.
you doing? No wonder you're getting the fucking good treatment.
It was a tongue slip. Okay.
Like, listen, I don't want to know if you've had fucking oral with someone.
Oh my God.
I've already said, but now we're fucking telling, explaining what we've done with the guy. Jesus.
Tom! Stop it.
Basically, I have it a lot easier. I genuinely have it a lot easier, and I think it is a little bit because I'm a woman as well. Because a lot of the other drivers that are men, they don't have the same, certain sites.
Yeah, but
they
Chloe-
don't have the same treatment that I do. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, because you're a nice person.
Well, thank you. I am also that.
Most people aren't like that. That's
David,
probably why.
shut up.
What?
I saw that face.
Well played.
Could you read my mind? Jesus, I really thought that I really kept that to myself in my head.
No, I can read
Okay.
you.
I do partially think you're right, but I also think it might be a kind of to do with being a woman and being in the kind of the industry, as in not industry, but as in kind of genre. How do I say it? But because you kind of because you're in construction or kind of that kind of that sort of thing. I think women who are in the what Nessa does. I know that she has she it's different for her. Like in the waste I think you get a different type of person, and
Possibly.
I think as long as you're willing to kind of give a bit of shit back to some of the builders, I find that you tend to you can have a bit of a rapport with them. But it's I think it can vary.
I've not really experienced any other industries, so I can't. Yeah, I guess you could be right on that one. But in my experience, I've got it quite easy. Really, I can't complain. I genuinely do. This is where I meet a dickhead next week, but as a general rule,
You always get them. You'll get them fucking ever. Honestly, there's always some fucking knob end.
People are just awful.
People are terrible. That is just a...
I actually said that to a customer today.
Wait, you said
She was like, how's your day? I was like, I'm here. And I hate people. I'm in the wrong job.
What would be the right job for you?
Probably working for myself.
doing what?
Probably cooking or something, baking.
Okay.
Because I don't really do well when people tell me what to do all the time. Or if they have a slight attitude when they tell me what to do, I'll be like, say that again in a nice way and I might do it.
You say stuff to your boss.
I do.
I don't know how you get away with it, in fairness. I do actually. You get cheekiness.
We're quite
some
close.
bosses like that though. I've noticed. Like my boss likes that. If you're a bit like bantery back, he's all right.
Yeah.
Some banter's good to an extent.
It is. You got to get things off your chest, and I can do that in a jokey way, but at the same time, I'm saying how I feel. Like I called her an asshole the other day, and I got away with it. I don't know how, but I did.
Yeah, I do that to my boss. It's fine. It's fine. It's banter. It's fine.
Exactly. Yeah, it is.
Your missus, David said, she had a female colleague have a customer request a man because women don't know what they're doing.
Oh.
Wait, I'm supposed to disagree. Oh, that's terrible.
David.
Honestly, I expect David to have a black eye by next week.
I bet
I kind
David
of hope
does this.
he has a black.
Don't you?
What?
David?
Yeah.
I'm a good person.
Good people don't have to say that.
They say it more confidently.
Yeah.
I'm okay. My bosses all hate me because I tell them the truth. That's not a bad thing. Sometimes they need the truth.
They do.
I lie to my colleagues all the time. They have no idea what's really going on in my head. By the way, you guys are my only colleagues.
I was just thinking that. I was like, excuse me? I read your mind earlier, David. I'll have you know. I know exactly what you're thinking.
I gotta learn to completely
You need a poker face.
silence my inner thoughts.
Right.
But anyway. Yeah. So anything else going on in your week, Tom?
It's been a lot of the same. We're basically running on tippers. I've not been able to kind of get onto anything else yet. I've not got any other tickets.
Job, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm on a new job. I am going to get some.
Tom, did I see you in a hook loader the other day?
Kinda in a hook loader.
What are you doing in one of them? How dare you?
I apologise profusely. I was in a really cool. Actually, it was a 10-plate DAF, and it was one of the coolest contraptions I've actually seen. I'm sure other people are very aware of this, but to me, as a first timer, it was like Thunderbird 2. It was the fucking coolest shit I've ever seen. So basically, it's like it has a variety of different backs on it.
Yeah.
So you kind of that hook loader. I can't really explain it. Basically, you press some levers, and like the whole back came off.
Yeah.
And then we drove under the tipper body and we put the tipper on. Yeah. So it literally turned it into a tipper in about 2 minutes. And I was like, this is fucking ace. This is like some Thunderbird shit. Like, I was genuinely impressed by it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it weighed a bit more for all of the extra stuff, as you can imagine. But
not a huge amount more, though.
No, it wasn't terrible. But it was still, I think it was something like, have you ever seen one of these, David? I'm assuming that's
David has no idea what's going on right now.
In America, they're cable ones.
Okay.
So you go up to a dust cart, like a big dustbin, and then they load up with cable and pull it onto like runners. It's like pretty much similar to what a hook loader is, if that helps.
I thought that was a Roro.
Yeah, it is a Roro, but that roll on, roll off. It's a similar sort of concept.
What I'm saying is the whole Roro came off. The whole, like, the hook arm, all of the back bits, there was no Roro. We took the Roro off.
It was like an empty skeleton.
And then So it was just like it was just like an empty skeleton of like
Empty
just
flatbed.
like an empty that's all it was. And then we went under a tipper body and we loaded like the whole tipper body on it. It was genuinely cool. I've never seen one like that before.
I drive, David.
But I didn't actually get to use the Roro stuff.
Gotcha.
You just drove it as a tipper.
If I use it again and like I'd redo the transfer, I'll do a video of it so you can actually see what it is. But it is really quite cool.
In the chat,
like
it's
the way it all
transgender.
looks. Basically, yes, it is. Yeah, essentially, or trans
bodia,
something trans
trucker
use. Don't know.
But
basically Thunderbirds, yeah. And if I do take a video, I will put the Thunderbirds theme tune through the entire thing because that was one of the greatest theme tunes I think ever.
Was it?
Can you sound it? Can you remind people what it sounds
Fucking
like now?
right, I can.
My God.
They had that little bit where when the fucking palm trees came down, fucking ace.
Thunderbirds with all the puppets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Freak me out.
The only one I know
What
is
the
Brains,
fuck?
and it freaked you out.
Yeah, don't like it.
Why?
I just didn't like it. Don't you judge me.
I'm not judging you, but I'm just judging you a bit.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
We just.
How could you
I just
not
it
like
freaked me out.
Thunderbirds?
Don't know, like Rosie and Jim as well. Do you ever watch Rosie?
Oh
and Jim?
no! I'm with you on Rosie Jim. That was a
weird.
fucking
I did
that was
like
a
it, though.
messed up show.
I did like it.
No.
Rosie
Yeah,
and
but
Jim.
then if you think of
On the
all
canal
like kids
boat.
programs, they're all a bit messed up.
Rosie and Jim.
But
City
Thunderbirds,
Lights.
I just didn't like.
Sooty and
The
Sweet,
mouths
that's
and
messed
that.
up. Did you ever watch Bodger and Badger with a mashed potato? That's obviously about drugs.
Eventually, I did watch that.
That was a very weird.
Obsessed with MASH. That was weird.
I mean, I do like MASH, but I try to say I couldn't if because was Bodger and Badger was on ITV, I think that was. So if Bodger and Badger came on, I then flicked to Channel 1, wasn't it? That was the other cartoons were on.
Yeah.
And then hopefully there was some cartoons on there. You kind of skip between them, wouldn't you? You go between 1 and 3 in hopes that it was cartoons.
Did you ever used to watch SMTV Live?
Ew.
What is SM?
Was that just an English thing with Anton Deck? Did all the kids stuff? Was that just
Excuse me?
They had like a kids like TV program thing, and they would just have like 3 hours on a Saturday morning of like kids programs and like comedy and.
I'm trying to think.
I remember Anton Deck. I just remember I don't remember the cartoons and stuff.
Oh, SMTV was amazing. SMTV Live.
I remember when like they'd always have like the pictures that the kids drew like and then sent in behind them when they were doing the presenting stuff.
Yeah, that was like one of the things. Yeah, I don't know if that was them or someone else, but
Tell me, you remember Funhouse?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I would have fucking loved to have gone on Funhouse. Kel, did you watch Funhouse?
That's what all the cream or the soap or.
I think I was a bit. I don't think I was born.
Funhouse went on for ages.
Is this Noel Edmonds' Funhouse, or is this the Funhouse?
No, it's
where
it's the other guy in it.
Funhouse. It's a real wacky show where anything can go.
Matt Sharp, there you go.
Funhouse.
Well done,
And they
Gav.
had like the go-karts that would like drove around.
Pat Sharp. That's right, Pat Sharp.
Someone's
That's the guy with his wonderful blonde mullet. Yeah.
Itsy
That's what it felt
titties.
like.
Sorry, David. But Tom has Thunderbird 9. Who's that?
Thunderbird 9. Wait, Thunderbird 9?
Don't know.
That's one of the planes.
Is it? Wait,
Yeah.
I went up to 5.
Did they? Oh, I'm
They
gonna
used
Google it.
condoms for a bit of for the bit of the skin.
What?
Ew.
What are you reading
Someone's-
under the mouths?
Gav's put they used condoms for the bit of skin under.
Is
the
that
mouth.
true?
Thunderbird 9 is a
Why
small
not?
one-man utility walker
Wasn't a
used for
used
repairs.
condom?
There you go.
You think you're going to be using used condoms?
Probably.
No, it's just,
Don't
only thing
worry,
that's
dude.
on
I've got
condoms
this
is,
used one last night. We'll use that one.
What's like,
Rinse
I'm
it out,
Googling this
it'll be
shit.
fine. Yeah, that's gross.
But,
It is still pretty gross. They could have found something else.
no.
Ew.
I did love Funhouse. There really was so much fun and a lot of what did they use? They used there was a lot of messy. It was it cream or was it soap or
slime
suds?
or something.
There was
Slime?
always.
Oh, God,
I think it always had to have like if there was anything like kind of live action as such, and just use like people, slime would come into it somewhere. Someone would have slime dropped on them, dunked in, thrown at, shot at. It'd be just slime constantly. And I always thought, but why? Why are we doing this?
But why not?
Even as a kid, I
Is that
don't
not
know. I
fun?
just didn't like it.
I like
it
slime.
was entertaining.
Yeah, you got.
I
someone
never liked the
chuck
idea
slime
of
at.
it.
It's really fun to play with.
It is. It's quite therapeutic.
It really is.
I don't
isn't
like.
it?
I don't like playing with slime. It makes me feel really weird
Well,
because it's the wrong temperature.
What do you mean it's the wrong temperature? What
I don't know. It just
temperature
doesn't
do you
feel.
want it at?
I don't know. It just doesn't feel like the temperature it should be. It should feel more like room temperature, but it's always colder. Why is it always
Right.
colder?
Well, then you start
That's
playing
weird.
with it, and then it goes room temperature.
I don't know. I don't like
excuse
that.
me, Chloe.
That's what she said.
Disgusting.
I used to have a slime that was like pink, and then the moment you started playing with it and it went room temperature, it went purple.
Oh,
What a boglin was this? Or
No, but it's slime. No, oh my
okay.
God! Do you remember boglins? They were the funny little giggly
Yeah.
things.
I used to have a purple
My
boglin, and it was
brother-
fucking
yeah,
amazing.
My brothers had loads of them, and they were proper creepy. Yeah, I
Chloe,
remember
did you
them.
ever have the trolls?
What,
the
like the
hair?
proper little trolls with the hair? Yeah.
With the hair? Oh,
Yeah.
I had so many of them.
And I had
loved them.
My Little Ponies. I used to love My
And I
Little
don't have them.
Ponies.
I never had
Can I just say,
Barbies.
I used to
everybody had
have
Barbies.
trolls.
Did you?
I loved trolls when I was a kid. I
Trolls
had
were
one,
awesome.
and I'm sure it had
They
a
were.
button on his foot, and it made his like belly glow or something like that.
But-
But now I look back on it, I'm pretty sure they were a girl's toy. But you know what? I fucking loved that troll.
I don't know
That
if
troll
they
was
were,
fucking
though, 'cause
amazing.
My brother had some trolls.
Did he?
Yeah, he had trolls as well. I think it was David. Did you ever have trolls? Or you like
Nope.
what are you on about? It's too old for us. That's what it is.
No, I'm not going to say what you're on about. I know what you're talking about. If you like playing with them,
What did you play
It
with?
just wasn't.
Can I get in the chat some guys that play with trolls? It just
There's nothing wrong. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. I just didn't play with trolls.
What did you play with?
You're not going to get age.
They weren't necessarily a girl toy
I
or a
played
boy
soccer.
toy.
I played basketball. I was
Oh
outside
yeah,
digging
you were
holes in
cool.
sand.
do you
Your
know
better
why?
half, Polly
I wasn't
Pocket.
cool.
Oh my God, yes, Polly Pocket. Used to love that.
No, and I never really got the idea of. In terms, yeah. Now that I think about it, though, it is quite a good idea. It was basically like, essentially like, it was just like a pocket.
It was a
It was
game in your
like
pocket,
a
yeah.
Game Boy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is quite. It would have been like cool to have like an action man. I do remember Micro Machines. They were fucking
Oh,
cool.
Micro Machines. My brothers had them. Yeah, they were pretty cool.
I love the Micro
Did you at
Machines.
least have Lego, David?
I'm sure I had Lego.
Everyone had Lego.
I don't remember.
That was like a
I don't
Lego
remember.
thing.
At this point, I'm expecting David to turn. I was like, well, we had like a broom, and you know,
I had a Jesus. Jesus. I played with Jesus.
We didn't have a lot of money, but it was. I kind of liked the fact, like, we didn't grow up poor, but we didn't grow up with a lot of stuff. Like, I live in the
Yeah.
country on maybe half an acre of land. All right, so there's my dad. If I wanted to play basketball, my dad would make me a basketball hoop. You know, I wanted to play soccer. All right, so he built us a goal, so me and my brother could play soccer, and we were just more. I was more outdoor. I cycled constantly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was a very active child. You know, I had my I was very big into computers, so whenever I could get a computer, whenever my parents could afford one, you know, I would get the ZX Spectrum Plus. You know what I mean? Whereas runs on tapes. But back then, that's what I could have. But I made the most of it, and like, you know, it was just, I didn't play with a lot of action figures. I think
No?
I don't believe.
no, neither did I. In
um,
fairness, my troll,
you know-
my boggling about the only kind of things like that I had.
I don't remember ever role playing in a scenario like my son does now. He's got lots of toys, and he's always playing by himself, and he's just doing this. He does a lot of construction stuff, a lot of construction toys.
Yeah.
He's got a huge area outside underneath a tree that is just all dirt, and it's just, you know, it's just earth.
That's quite
you know,
cool.
it gets muddy because, you know, but I never had those things. My friends had them, and when I went over to their place, I would play and all that kind of stuff. But I wouldn't change my childhood for anything. I kind of like, looking back, I'm like, I'm glad I didn't have all that stuff, because now I
Yeah.
can appreciate when I do have stuff now. and it just breaks my heart that I'm buying all these toys for my kid. And
It's
well,
like
actually, most of his toys
now,
that he
isn't
has,
it? Like literally is expected.
yeah, most of the toys that he has right
Yeah.
now, he gets for his birthday or he gets for Christmas, from other people.
Yeah.
I actually didn't even, I don't even think we bought him a birthday present because he got so many things. You know what I mean? It's like, what's the point? It's just, I know the 1-year-old that we just had a birthday for, we didn't buy him a present.
He's not going to know what is he?
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness,
Yeah.
that's actually fair because the reality is they're not going to remember it at that age. And
No.
any toys that you do get them, you tend to just get it during the year because it's stuff like rattles and because it's all learning toys, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there is if you ever want to just those not micro machine cars, the Hot Wheels cars.
Yeah.
There's probably like 200,000 different types of cars.
Have you seen
So
how
many.
much they are now?
$1?
They're
What?
fucking not here.
Not here, they're not.
They're $1 over here. One car costs $1. I just like
Aren't they like £7 for a car over here or something ridiculous?
for a Hot Wheels car.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
$5 or something, aren't they? I can't remember what it is.
Okay, well,
They're definitely a few
They're
quid
only-
anyways.
Yeah.
they're only $1. He even got one today. It made him so happy. It is for $1. I got to use it as leverage for him to finish his breakfast. And it was just.
Is it leverage or is that bribery? I feel like that's more in
Hey,
the bribery
Hey, if it
category.
works, it's
Okay,
a win. It's fine.
David,
Yes.
someone's just said that you're just a black screen.
Yeah, we ignore that stuff unless we actually have a problem ourselves, where we can see it. We're just going to ignore that.
That wasn't someone being offensive, by the way. It was more of that was a technical thing rather than it being a. We normally have technical issues. It's honestly, this has been one of the better ones for no technical issues.
Oh no, last week was awful. Well done, David. You did very well at editing.
We didn't get that angry.
Do
as
you
well.
know that was only 1 hour and 8 minutes?
What,
That whole
after
episode?
everything gets cut out?
Oh my god, I was so disappointed in how short that show was. How it took us like 3 hours to record it, and editing it down to that was I was so pissed off. I actually haven't. I meant to tell you about that actually earlier during the week. I'm like, are you kidding me? Oh, just because normally our shows now have been coming up to like close to 2 hours, like
Yeah.
more than 2
At
hours.
minimum,
long,
it's like 1.5, isn't it?
I know, like our show, it's a trucking podcast. There's no doubt about it. The word trucking is in the title. All right?
Allegedly.
We don't talk about it now, and we have been doing bits. And like usually every second week, we do Facts of Wife, or we do Truth or Lies. All right,
Would I
what's it called?
bullshit you?
Would I bullshit you? I keep calling it Truth or Lie. It's just would I bullshit you? That's usually at the last half of the show. But we've had a few people say, as in like, it's not very truck driving anymore. It's kind of the bits that we do are not they're not trucking related. I'm like, well, you can kind of stop the show after we stop talking. Once we do,
Don't forget, we've been doing this for like 3 years now, so it's.
And we're kind of running out of trucking topics.
I just like talking. It's more like a social platform for us.
Yeah. So like I'm sorry if the last half of the show isn't entertaining, but we used to only have an hour-long show. Now we have a 2-hour-long show.
Yeah, Brucey bonus.
So it's just
So you get twice as much of us, basically.
Yeah, you.
And a lot of times too, I kind of think that what, you're sitting in your truck, you're driving, you just want to listen to nonsense anyway. That's all I want to listen
If
to.
that's the case, you've come to the right spot.
It's to pass the time, and a lot of times, even when I'm listening to a podcast, I'm not listening to all of it, but it's just noise in the background. Then eventually, you'll start listening to something that you actually that you like or whatever.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I know that the two major bits that we do are not trucking related at all, but it's something that we like to do, and it's fun for us.
Yeah.
So if anybody is complaining that we're not really a trucking podcast anymore, it's just we're just doing what we want. We want to do, and we just happen to be truck drivers. I used to be a truck driver. Tom used to be a truck driver.
I am a truck
There's
driver.
a truck driver again.
Oh wait, you are a truck driver.
Yeah.
Chloe is.
I
Chloe's
am
kind
a
of
real one, David.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm the only person who's not a truck driver. I just didn't want to be alone.
Okay, you got Kayley this week.
Yeah.
She's not a truck driver. Yet.
That's right. She talks to truck
Yeah.
drivers. I don't even.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
I get
I still,
complaints
I
about
feel like Kale actually has because she actually interacts with truck drivers.
I do talk to truck drivers all the time in my comments saying, you're not a real truck driver. I've been doing this for 17 years, and that angle would not be possible, and your airlines would have been broken if you ever jackknifed that hard. So you're just a fake truck driver who thinks that they know what they're talking about when they're just behind a fake wheel and on a video game.
Honestly, I'm a real truck driver who just thinks he knows what he's talking about. Trust me, I don't.
I'm a real truck though. You just wing it. Real truck drivers just wing it. As long as it wins and you get in there, it's all good. No damage.
Now, this week we do have Would I Bullshit You?
We do.
We can start it whenever you want. But again, we're in no hurry. We're on our own time. We don't have to.
We'll do it now. We'll do it now, and then we'll do some. Like if we've got another topic afterwards, we'll do some more.
Okay. All right. As usual, Tom, would you like to go first?
Hang on. It's not just Tom.
Yeah, well, because obviously me and Kel, we know we cannot there's nothing. I don't really think there's a single thing that we could say that one of us didn't know. So it just wouldn't really work like that. So
it's Tom Lee.
Tom
Lee.
We'll do just. Are we, Kel?
Don't look at me like that, Tom. Okay. You're not allowed to look at me like that.
Are we okay? We're definitely okay doing this one, yeah?
Yeah.
The cigarette one, yeah?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, right. We're definitely...
Is this a bluff? Chloe.
Yeah,
right,
what
do you think?
Right.
It's a fix. It's a fix.
So, do you want to explain about the cigarette things? Right, by the way, we don't smoke. I might just say that. It's my mum.
I was going to say you don't smoke.
We don't smoke. It's my mum and...
my brother.
And we didn't...
How is this fake?
Yeah, this sounds legit right now. You're just like, we're just telling a story. Or is it fake
here you go, it's a story. Right.
Fake believe.
Come on.
Right, how much are you allowed to bring over again? What's the actual amount that you're allowed to bring?
They're playing on it. He's playing on it.
But
it's the boxes, though.
Actually, no. 2 boxes.
2 boxes, but we didn't understand how much, because when you're in the airport, and because the UK is non-EU now, we didn't quite
supposed to ask the questions.
Well, that would. Oh yeah, shit.
So yeah, what is your paragraph? Yeah, come on. What's the
right?
What are we
basically?
What are we guessing?
We got stopped by customs and got basically pulled into customs for a while
because of cigarettes.
How long was it?
Well, okay, so now we ask the questions.
Yeah.
Where were you flying to and from?
We're flying from Paphos to Manchester.
Okay.
All right. What's Paphos? Is that a city?
Place in Cyprus.
Cyprus.
David
Gotcha.
told you earlier.
I did.
I don't listen to everything. Do you not realize I've got an inner dialogue that is really loud? All right.
Okay. How long were you stuck for?
I don't know, 40 minutes maybe.
Okay.
Were you guys separated? Were you guys separated by the? I'm going to call it TSA.
No, it was Border Force or something like that. Was it?
What's TSA?
It's the American version of Border Force. Actually, but TSA is it's yeah.
How can this possibly be fake? They're literally. This doesn't make any sense. They're like asking each other, was it that? Yeah. Was it boxes though? Yeah. How could it?
What? So you 2 boxes, yeah? So they get confiscated?
No. We didn't.
You're only allowed to have 2 boxes, I think, per person.
Right.
But we had 8.
Well, yeah.
Right.
So
of what? Cigarettes?
Yes.
Boxes of cigarettes.
No, tobacco. Sorry. So we had 10 pouches of 50. So we had what's that? In grams.
I don't know. It's
I don't know.
50 times. Wait, no. Is it 50 times?
Right. Okay. So you had too much.
So we had
a lot more.
10 pouches of 50 grams of tobacco each.
Right.
And we also had a kilogram, I think it was, in the suitcase.
Okay.
It's when you say it's a kilogram, it is a lot.
It's a lot of tobacco.
Well, obviously, my mum's already paid for it, and her brother's already paid for it.
So what did it get confiscated? Did you manage to get through? What did you have to pay extra?
We had to my mum and her brother had to pay this thing, but we had to try and explain that we didn't understand, And it just was one of these ones where, fuck me, it's just, and especially considering we landed at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning and my brains aren't working, we're trying to work out what we've done wrong and why we've done it. We've been on a 5-hour flight. We can't be arsed at this point here. And so we had to wake my mum up. We had to wake her brother up to pay for the whatever tax bollocks it was.
Do you notice how we don't have to ask questions here?
I know that means that they're.
This just sounds like a story right now. They're just literally rolling with
they're
it.
I don't really know.
Able to go off each other. Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
that's why I'm not talking. It's like, what's the point? He's gonna keep ramming.
I'll be honest with you, it's thrown me a little bit because Kale, like, normally I kind of get answer, but because there's two of us, it's going to throw me a little bit.
Has it though?
All right.
Yeah.
At the exact same time.
This is a good one. Yeah, love it.
What was the brand of cigarette?
Amber Leaf.
No, okay. At the exact same time.
Okay, sorry. You need to be more clear with your questions.
And it was the green. It was the green amber leaf, not
what colour was
gold. It was the green amber leaf.
The green one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Are we ready to for a verdict? Because I don't know. It's just I might be wrong, but how could they possibly get this story?
It's something that's so believable for you.
Kayley didn't even know that we were doing this until 5 minutes beforehand.
Yeah, she's winging it.
Basically, it took like a 2-minute break where they were both muted and they were like chit-chatting to each other because maybe did they come up with a story like that?
I think
you know what I'm saying.
It's either something similar to what's happened, or it's just happened. I reckon it's true. It's so believable because you guys get up to so much mischief.
No comments.
It seems like something very legitimate too that would happen at the airport where you're not paying the taxes and all that kind of stuff. But
although
you gotta
I'm
pay
having an
duty-free tax.
orgasm in the comments, I'm just saying I'm not saying that. The guy in the comment is is saying lie because Tom would have told us back when you got back. Yeah, that is something you also would have told us. But then you
There's
did have
so
a
many
lot.
things that
You did
just
have
a
a
lot.
lot.
Much happens.
Yeah, so much happened. Let's be honest. You did have to fill in a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going true. I'm sticking. David?
Yeah, true.
Kel.
It was a lie. It was a lie.
It was a lie.
No, it has to.
But there is some truth in it though, because we did actually take that much tobacco home.
But you didn't get caught.
We just didn't get caught now.
And you're not meant to.
Oh no, we were fully aware as well. Probably shouldn't have said that part.
Naughty little buggers. Yeah, you're gonna get reported now.
The lie is that we never got caught.
Yeah.
You clever little buggers. So it was based on truth. Oh, you bastards.
God, we make a good team, Kel. We make a really good team.
Yeah.
You did do well with that. That was bastards.
So you basically kind of sorry. I actually had a bit of a technical difficulty, and I actually couldn't hear exactly. Where did you get that story from?
We just made it up.
Kind of.
Well,
they did actually bring over cigarettes, but didn't get caught for it.
Oh, that's why they were able to answer.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sly dogs.
Yeah. Okay. Chloe?
Oh, you want me? Okay.
Ooh,
right, give us a lie. Give us a lie. Go. I know that's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
Definitely not how it works.
I had to sell my Xbox to take a pregnancy test.
How old were you?
I hope that this is not real because this is so sad.
Chloe, I don't even know what to ask.
You don't even know if it's real. Yeah. Why are you getting sympathy? Because you're like, I believe it so much.
How old were you?
So it was Logan. So I was 25.
Okay.
So it turns out you were definitely
pregnant.
pregnant.
Was pregnant, yeah. There's definitely a child.
So you sold an Xbox.
Yes.
Let's say but a pregnancy test only costs.
Isn't that much? How much is a pregnancy test?
It's only like a couple.
Depends which one you go for, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which one did you go for?
You what? Sorry, which one did I go for? Just the cheap one, like the little sticks. There's only like a couple of quid.
Nah, I don't think you did.
Why would you sell your Xbox for this?
Because it was before payday, and I needed to find out if I was pregnant. So I went and sold my Xbox.
Now, the person, the dad, couldn't you have asked?
No, because
Money off of
at
him
the time it was a new relationship, and I didn't want to get him involved until I found out the truth.
Gotcha. Now, my biggest thing that I'm going to keep going back to every single time will be an Xbox. I can understand an Xbox game,
Yeah.
but not an entire console. Now, how? Okay, so
It was an old one, so it was a
so I don't-
360.
Okay, it was a
That was
360.
the best one.
Did you have the new Xbox?
I did have a new Xbox, yes. It was my old
So this doesn't
Xbox.
sound quite as bad as it did a minute ago.
No, it doesn't. Okay, so an Xbox 360. Yeah, in a way, you basically freed up some space.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
not as if
You
you were
sold
using
some
it.
crap. This sounds like
Yeah.
you've misrepresented this story quite.
Now, who did you sell it to?
I took it to the sex shop, the CEX shop, to be precise. Not an actual sex shop.
I'm
They
sorry.
Who were?
The CEX shop. They take.
What's that? What does that mean?
No,
it's a sex shop.
Means. It's just a electronic shop. isn't it?
Sex.
Secondhand.
Yes, sex is a shop
Yeah.
in the UK.
CEX.
Sex, baby.
Yeah, and it's secondhand consoles, phones.
Where you
everything.
get ripped off.
Yeah,
Ripped off for
much.
selling it, and
Okay.
ripped off for buying it.
All right. So
25
how much did you get
quid
for it?
I got for it.
Oh,
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, that's all I got for
Okay.
it. But I was desperate, so I went for it.
so what else did you buy with that money?
Oh, I think I bought like chocolate or something.
Mackies.
No,
the same shop?
To be honest, I think I just went to buy these, and then I was like, I just need to find out, and then I'll go from there. I'll either buy alcohol or we won't.
Where were you when you did the test?
I was at home. I had actually a sick day, so I was at home.
Okay.
Hmm.
Never mind. I was going to say.
Kale, you must have some questions for this. Help us out here.
Me?
Yeah.
I think it's true.
No, the other one.
Just straight on it. I think it's true.
I do. I think it's true. Because I actually don't know it, really.
It's just your gut, is
Well,
it?
it sounds true. Here's the thing.
I think it is
Chloe
true,
makes
though.
everything sound like it's true.
Yeah,
Alright?
she's a
If it
shit for
isn't-
this.
She really is good at this show.
I know. I found a talent. I'm amazed.
So what did you buy with the rest of the money?
I think I just bought some chocolate and
Chocolate
stuff and pocketed the rest, and then probably spent it another day. I don't really remember, to be honest.
Did you tell? When did you tell? That doesn't really. I'm really going to answer it because obviously you had a pregnancy test and
Yeah.
you were positive,
Yeah.
and you told. So it doesn't. That won't matter. How you told the father of Logan. All right. I don't even know how to. Okay, what was the person wearing? The cashier.
I think they wear
don't
like
even-
blue t-shirts, do they? I think.
I cannot think what sex
Oh.
what guys wear.
I can't think of any other questions that will actually catch her out on this one. Because obviously she bought a pregnancy test.
Where
But
did you actually?
how-
Where did you get the test from?
Boots. It was like round
That
the corner.
doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. She had it. Fact, she got a pregnancy test. It's all about how she managed to get the means to buy this is what the lie is. All right. So basically, she got 25 quid and she bought a pregnancy test and some chocolates, and so that's what we got to try to figure it out.
Oh, the sex shops
bollocks.
means complete entertainment exchange. There you go.
Did not
Really?
realize what they were spelling out when they did that.
It's probably a play on words. They probably went, "Yeah, this
Computer
is a great
exchange.
idea."
Huh. Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
But okay,
are we going true on this one, Kale?
Well, no,
don't
she
know.
can, she can choose whatever she wants. Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
we're one team.
Oh, are we?
Oh, you got okay. I'm gonna say
Oh,
false.
Yeah, you are one team. Okay, false.
I say false.
Okay.
I'm going to say
And-
true.
I agree. I think this is true. I think this one sounds easily true.
It is.
I hope
easily
it's
true.
not. I mean, I'm going to say I'm glad in the story. If it's not true, if it is true, I'm glad that you still had an Xbox and it wasn't your only
Yeah.
Xbox because
That would be
I'm going to be
sad,
honest with
yes.
you. If that turned out to be a true story, I don't know if I could continue with this podcast tonight. I would probably have to. I would probably go downstairs and I would just eat all the ice cream in the fridge, and I just might cry for a while because that sounds so very, very sad, and I don't like it. It has. It's,
But I need to know if it's true.
yeah.
Well, you better get the ice creams out because it's not true. But you still eat ice cream
Chloe,
just for the fun of it.
What the fuck?
You lied to us, Chloe.
Yeah, this is not the game.
My God.
I don't know if I can ever trust you again. I can't believe you lied to us.
Chloe, you lie so well. That's
We did say, Kel, she's a fucking.
God.
How? Okay. Out of curiosity, how could we have possibly have tricked you in that one, or even got?
I don't really know. Really, I just thought it'd be a good one.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think you would have been able to trick me because I just based it on a truth because I thought, well,
That's so
I've definitely taken a
random.
pregnancy test with Logan, haven't I? So there you go, done.
Yeah. So it was very easy to fill in those blanks.
Yeah.
So it was just.
It was a 25 quid really that threw me.
To
Yeah.
be honest, I actually did sell it, and it was about 25 quid.
That's
But I didn't sell it
insane.
for that
Exploded
reason.
them
This was
together.
like, another like later on, a couple of years later, I didn't need it.
You little
so-
fucker.
You little fucker.
Condoms,
You little
yeah.
fucker.
Chloe, I can't believe you did that.
I know. I'm such a
Disgraceful.
bastard.
Fucking disgraceful.
Bastard.
All right, my turn.
Right,
All right.
go on, David.
I once did a hit and run at a customer.
What, in a lorry?
It's true. It's just true. It's has to be true, this one.
In a lorry.
All right. So in a lorry.
Okay.
yes.
What did you hit and run from?
I hit a gate.
Oh,
I
I remember you
damaged-
saying
I
you hit a
damaged the
gate
gate.
before. Or did you?
I've told a lot of ones.
You have told a lot of ones.
Yeah, that's like
So
Okay.
you damaged the gate, what, severely? Like enough to go, shit, run.
yeah,
Shit, right.
basically.
Or just the
like-
embarrassment, shit, run.
I hit the gate
Uh-huh.
and I pretended I didn't do it.
Was it
What, with the
obvious
gate
you did
hanging
it?
off its hinges?
It's hanging
How
onto
about
the
the
back of
damage
the
was it?
truck. He's driving around with it. Yeah, it's not me. Don't know what you're on about.
Did someone ask you what happened, or did you just ignore the situation?
I called them 15 minutes later and told them what I did. Now that I had some time to think about it, because yeah.
So you drove off and your conscience on your little shoulder went, David, you really should give him a buzz. Those poor people. They won't know what's happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I see, it was believable until you rang up. I just reckon you would run and wing it.
I mean, this is the guy that once dropped his whole trailer. Like, it's like not banging into a gate. This is like these are rookie numbers right here. These aren't even these aren't even.
Plus, when you rang up, did you say, "Oh yeah, by the way, I saw some random guy that was ginger and didn't have a beard crash into your gate"?
Could you imagine?
Yeah, it wasn't me.
I did, but well, when I said that, okay, I crashed into your gate, and like, where are you? Is what they said, and I just went. Well, I meant to go in, I just forgot. You know, trying to lie.
So you
Like,
made it
worse
worse by calling. At least if you hadn't said
They
anything.
told me we would. Well, okay, well, even if you didn't tell, we would have known it was you because we have cameras everywhere. So
Yeah,
and it
but
was-
you
it
could have
was
at
a-
least said, "Oh, I didn't realize," and just like gone with the stupid thing.
Yeah.
Or was it fairly obvious, like in front of you? Oh, I've
Like,
twatted that one.
Could you have gotten away with that?
I don't believe so because of the cameras.
Did you get in trouble?
I
for
didn't
it?
know.
No, but could you have gotten away with playing dumb and saying that you didn't realize you'd done it?
I believe I did see the damage, and I ignored it and just hopped in the car. Sorry, hopped in the truck, and I had a co-passenger, and I just said, "Okay, I'm getting fired."
Where did the co-passenger come from?
Yeah, you didn't say anything about this.
You never asked about a co-passenger.
You never
But you didn't
mentioned
mention it because you said
Think
you
I
were
need to
your
mention it.
conscience.
I didn't mention what clothes I was wearing either.
it. Why
So
not? What clothes were you wearing?
what did this person say about it? What did they
Well,
say?
he was my trainee.
And he let you drive
And,
off from the scene of a crime?
Disgraceful.
Disgraceful.
Yeah,
And
this is how we do it.
yeah, this is how we do it.
Wow.
I wanna
Okay.
know.
I
But like
believe
on the way,
I was
like,
I was probably wearing jeans. I wore blue jeans all the time, so I can't remember exactly what I was wearing.
yeah, but like on the way, what did you guys? Were you guys just talking normally, or was it quiet in the cab? What was being said?
What happened when you did it as well? Go on.
I said, "Oh fuck, I hit that gate." All right,
fuck.
I'm just gonna ignore it, and we're gonna move on.
Gonna be honest with you, that does sound like something I would say.
I think this is true.
I
Just from the
genuinely
way
believe.
he's
Yeah,
saying it.
I reckon Dave would just be like, whatever. Fuck you.
That's not my problem.
Sounds like a you
Someone else's
problem.
Are we guessing on this?
Yeah, you can if you
I'm
want.
going true. I think it's true.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah. If
I
it's- if
personally
it's a
I would
lie,
have gone
I'm
lie,
impressed.
but as a team, we're going true.
Well, I would have preferred it if Tom had the say on this one, but it is true.
That's amazing. That is so
But
But there was
good.
a lot.
You got a
There
point
was
there.
a lot. There was they both said it was true. So you both got. I got.
Yeah,
no
you
points
got
for
some
Yeah.
lies in the chat. Even your better half said a
Yeah.
lie.
that. It was. So I went there every day. I went there every day. I said that I was going to go in. I can't remember. I honestly, guys, it was so long ago. I just knew that I was on my last life at the company.
Right.
You know.
Did you get
because I
fired
was on
for
my
it?
third strike. I didn't. They basically said like, we're not going to fire you, as in like that's just it. There is no point whatsoever of us firing you for this. All right, this is how much the damage was, and because I couldn't do it. I don't like lying, especially when my life
What
livelihood
did your
depends on it.
trainee sat next to you think about the whole thing? Did he was like, you better phone it in sort of thing?
No, he just like whatever. Okay, you do you. You know, obviously,
That
trainees,
guy's
they
going to
don't
go
know.
fast. He knows that snitches get stitches.
I was probably. It was. I don't know. I feel like this is so long ago. So long ago. It is like God. How long ago? 15 years ago. I don't know. I just. I called him up, and as soon as she answered, like, did you hit her gate? Like immediately, because I don't call her. I don't call that. Now I used to go there 5 times a day.
Right.
This particular customer, you know what I mean? So I was very familiar with the place. I asked him, like, can you not tell him that it was me? I'm like, I can't. I can't. It's just, I can't. I'm so sorry. I really, you know what I mean? So I just didn't want, but and then I was like, they probably got cameras. They probabably do. So I just, what, fuck it. I'll just stay. Like, hey, you know what? I meant to do it. I meant to come in. I literally pulled over and I meant to come in and tell you, and I just completely forgot. And then I realized, oh shit, because I was in the middle. I was super busy.
Yeah.
I was stupidly busy. Like I was sweating in buckets, and it was raining, and everything. And I was just swapping trailers, because they asked me to do something.
Wait,
that
it's a
isn't part of my
lie.
job.
No one sweats when it rains.
It's different out
Yeah,
there. Humid.
But so technically it wasn't a hit and run, but I did do it for it was like a 10-minute, 15-minute.
Have you got weed behind you? I know. I've just
yeah.
clocked onto this.
Yeah, because last week I forgot to change my background, and because last week was 420.
Yes, it was.
Was weed day.
Oh,
So
He just liked the background.
yeah.
I've just I've only just clocked onto that now. Sorry, I know we are so far into this, and I've only just clocked onto it.
But no, I didn't get fired. They basically said that it was because I am. Well, technically, I was valuable to the company. I was like, no, you do way more good than bad, so we're going to keep you. It's just when that scale dips down to where you do more bad than good, that's when we have to question it. Because they always say, 3 accidents, you're done.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but if you've been there for a long time, 3 accidents.
And
yeah.
I'm in a lot more harder situations, as in like I'm in 100 times more harder situations than an over-the-road driver. An over-the-road driver just has to not fall asleep, because all they have to do is drive in a straight line. They don't have to go through cities, and you know what I mean. They just stay in a straight line while I'm.
Very straight in America.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's what they looked at, and I kind of and I just went, let's see what happens. Let's just tell the truth, be honest, But it was just
Honestly, it is the best way.
Yeah, I had to question it because I thought I was going to lose my job, and I didn't, and I loved my job, and it was just But anyway, yeah. So there we
You
go.
naughty boy.
Should we find out what ridiculous story that the Tom Lee have come up with this time?
Yeah.
I touched her mum's ass. I squeezed it.
And squeezed it.
Yeah, it was really bad. So we have
No. We have to let them ask questions.
Yeah.
Okay, why?
I'll swim in.
Oh, okay. Did you like it?
I didn't realise. I wasn't
That wasn't the
intentionally
question,
going out.
Tom.
Well,
So you thought it was
yeah,
Kay?
that's all right. No. I thought it was Kayley, yeah.
So was it dark?
Okay.
No. I was under the water, but I can't have my eyes open while I'm swimming. So I was under the water, and I'd seen
The whole time.
So you just knew there was a butt
yeah,
in front of you,
so-
and you went,
No, right. So Kayle was on the other side of the pool, and so her mum was kind of like on the side of the pool, like to one side. So like, just imagine like I'm looking towards the end of the pool. Kayle's at 12 o'clock, and her mum's at like 2 o'clock.
Right.
And I dove under, and
I moved out the way because I didn't want him.
I hadn't realised, so I kind of reached out, and then I felt a bum. I was like, so I grabbed it, obviously, and then when I came up, there was just hysterics. So
your mum moved into place, then you basically swapped places.
No, her mum hadn't moved. I just forgot
just
she was there.
drifted.
Yeah.
So while you were touching it, you did you feel anything that you thought like this doesn't seem right?
No. I was pretty happy until I came to the surface and realised I'd made a fairly colossal mistake.
so
Yeah.
funny.
See, this is believable because my brother did this to me once. He thought I was his girlfriend from behind. Like we were watching fireworks, and he thought his girlfriend was stood next to me, and he started touching my ass. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" We had a right giggle about it, but it's easily done.
That's funny.
It's
That's
easily
funny.
done.
This is a swimming
How
pool.
did your mum react? She was just giggling.
She looked at me and went, and then Tom came up, like stuck his head up the water, looked at me, realised it wasn't me, and my mum goes, "Yep, that's my ass, Tom." It was really funny.
Go on, David. What have you got?
Yeah.
That to be there.
Seems like a legitimate story to me.
Yeah.
See, I was trying to squeeze out. Like,
I'm trying to think
did
of
you
things
like
to.
it?
Was it nice?
But like apparently it was because he didn't know it wasn't. It wasn't Kayley. I honest to God, I don't even know. Like how warm was the water?
The water was at like 28 degrees by that point. So yeah,
warm.
Gotcha.
We know that because we've been trying to get it to 28 all week. Mum said she wasn't. It was like the first day Mum had got in the water because we hadn't got its temperature. The first day it was so fucking cold. I know that doesn't really help in the conversation.
Obviously, you're wearing shorts, swimming costume, bikinis, what?
Swimming costume.
Yeah, but Kayle's wearing one of her mum's swimming costume because that's what she just kept coming out with, like different ones of her mum's swimming costumes.
Because none of mine fitted me.
No, it's not, because Kayle has this thing. Right, let me just go on a side tangent here for a second. Because Kayle does this thing where she'll have a perfectly good hoodie that is her hoodie, but she doesn't have that hoodie. She has to have my hoodie, and it's because it's mine.
Exactly.
What? Because it's it's someone else's. Not just that. Like
plus it's normally
everything.
like a bigger size or something, so it's just like
No.
really
Okay, not just hoodies, t-shirts.
Yep,
like my
that.
jogging pants.
Boxes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jeans.
So this is not just.
The only thing I don't go for is trainers because he's got bigger feet than me.
Oh yeah. I do wear shoes. They're quite
she does.
Walking because they're so big.
Yeah. If you're about to walk outside or something quickly.
Oh, so this is just like a normal like last thing.
I always put Daryl's jumpers on. He gets really pissed off with me. Stop wearing my fucking jumpers. I was like, no.
I don't get pissed off, but like I'm like, why? Because she'll take her clothes off and put mine on, and then she'll be like, oh, it just smells like you, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm just here.
I've actually got his trackies on now.
She has.
Yeah, but that's cute. You should be
Sometimes
privileged.
I stretch him out. Sometimes I stretch his tops out, Chloe, because of my childbearing hips.
Yeah, but That's sexy. That's good.
Mm.
All
Right,
right, I think
what's-
we're ready to. I think it's true.
I think it's true.
It's true.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yes,
That was
it
nice
was
and quick.
far
I
too
love
believable.
that.
It was so
It
it's
was-
so easily done as well.
It was horrendous.
It was traumatic. I'll be honest with you guys. It was.
I'll never let him live it down. I really won't.
Oh, they don't know. It was every time I got in the pool, there was a comment about it, and it was just awful, just awful.
So you kept
Yeah.
your hands to
Oh.
yourself then, basically.
I definitely tried to, but like there was definitely a lot of comments about it.
How big was the pool?
Um,
I know this is kind of a question for.
No, we should have done
Obviously,
it. But yeah, that
you're-
was a really good one.
it was a family pool, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not like a big one. It's just like a small outside pool. Outside?
Gotcha.
What's wide? Can't speak.
So yeah, every time you went into the pool, she'd be like, "Hey, hands to yourself." Okay, yeah, that sounds like something that you can't live down.
That's hilarious. You're never gonna live that down. Never ever. That's gonna be brought up at weddings and all sorts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that's going to get brought up at weddings.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
Chloe.
Oh wow.
Okay. I always spell my name wrong.
What?
What?
Is this not the whole idea of this game? I always spell my name wrong.
Why? What's the spelling mistake? How are you spelling it?
Well, as you can see right here, Exhibit A, Chloe, CLO.
CLO.
That's not how you spell my name.
CHLOE.
Yeah.
It's Chloe.
Yeah.
But CLOE is probably how you spell it.
No.
A lot of
So
the time accidentally.
my name is meant to have an accent on it as well.
Like an Irish accent or an English accent?
Yeah, but I always
don't
spell,
think leaving an accent out of
I
spelling
always spell my
mistakes
name CLOE as a general rule.
And okay, sorry, what's an accent?
It's like a little tick on my E to make it sound like Chloe,
tick.
Chloe, or something like that.
Uh-huh,
Chloe,
maybe.
oh,
Chloe.
Chloe. There you go in the chat. Chloe. There you go. That's how it's meant to be. I don't spell it like that because it either comes up as cholesterol in autocorrect, which I'm pretty sure you guys have discovered as well at one point or another.
Actually,
Yeah, that's
haven't,
right.
but
it has.
Yeah,
it has.
It autocorrects to cholesterol. Why? I do not know.
Right.
Or someone tries to spell my name and they end up spelling it CLOHE or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I always
Really?
just don't spell it properly because there's no point.
Now, I can see you not spelling it properly when you're typing it out because you'd have to get that accent over the E.
I honestly, I don't even know how you'd get that. I do know that there was like an alt, and then if like you press like a number, or maybe shift alt,
Yeah,
like 1,
there's
2,
a-
5,
something,
whatever it is.
yeah.
Control Alt, and then you got to do a combination of numbers. Well, to get like certain other stuff, like for you to get. Do you have a dollar? Do you have a dollar sign on your keyboard?
Yeah, but it's above the 4 for us.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. We have a 4, but where's your pound? Where's your pound symbol?
Every
over the
keyboard's
3.
different though, some of them.
Okay, that's a number key for us, a hash key, but it's also a pound key. But for your dollar, your currency.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
3.
over the 3.
Okay, where's your hash? Where's your X's
That's
and O's?
next to enter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Good to know. Oh, like mine is not that, but yeah, all right.
But yeah,
Yeah. So, how are we supposed to figure this out? Oh,
What was the original thing again? Oh, you spelled it wrong. So when did you start? Wait, what made you start doing this? Like, what kind of like event was it that made you start? Because there must have been something like you're like,
it just and people always can't figure out how to spell my name, so I just never bother anymore. Quite a few times, it'll either autocorrect cholesterol, someone will kind of spell it wrong, so it's just easier CLOE or CLO, Clo, done. It's just very annoying.
Kale, what do you reckon to this?
I don't know. I think it's. Oh, I don't know. She's hard to figure. I don't trust her anymore after the first one.
You've really lost your trust. I do see you put CLO.
But has she done that because she knew this was going?
No, that is what it normally is.
Always.
But it's
so
that. But it's no difference. That's no difference, like to Tom, because technically Tom, if you shorten that down, should be THOM. But you take the H out of that as well.
Thomas.
So that's
Thomas, not Thomas.
yeah. That's no different there. That makes perfect sense. But like,
when I was younger, I used to think I was cool because I'd spell it with a K. It'd be KLOE. I was like, yeah, I'm cool. Then I realised I wasn't very cool, so I was like, yeah, I'm just going.
Well, Khloe Kardashian.
That's not helping us at all.
That's how she spells it.
Is Khloe Kardashian? She's still cool.
She spells it with a K.
No.
Not really.
Okay.
Is she still
When
cool?
I discovered she spelled with a K, I stopped doing it.
Really?
At one point?
Literally. Yeah, I was like, this isn't cool anymore.
Yeah, I can't. I don't even know how to ask any questions about this.
Go on.
It seems like it's a true thing, because it is a complicated name. The fact that there's a H there, what the fuck?
I'm going to say lie.
So we're going lie on this, are we?
Well, no, you can have your own.
No. So we're a team. We're a team here.
Well, she took over last time, so now you got to.
What are you thinking, Tom?
I think it's true, personally. I know you didn't ask, but that's just my opinion.
I'll side with Kale. I'm going to go true as well.
Both going.
Wait, did you say true or lie?
Said lie.
Okay. All right. In which case, I'm going to go lie then. Fuck it. I'm siding with Kale on this. We're a team. We're a united front. Please let this be right. Because it is one of them things. I will say this is one of them ones where it is a coin toss. It could be either way with it.
It is. There wasn't much more I could say to it. Really, it just is what it is. It's technically, it's false. Woo!
Oh, we guess false. Oh, we did it. Okay,
false.
yeah, we did it.
Yes. Tell me how
I call myself Chloe, CLOE, but really, like when I'm saying signing off as a name, I'll spell it CHLOE. So still Chloe.
Okay.
I haven't got the accent because the accent's effort. But if you look on my Facebook, it's spelled correctly, and yeah. So I do.
Oh, it is.
correctly.
Yes.
But however, the cholesterol thing is a real thing. If you try and write my name and it autocorrects to cholesterol, that does get annoying. In which case, I do call myself Chloe. There you go.
That's fair.
Right. So I don't always
fair.
spell it wrong. There you go. I just thought it was a fun little.
That is a fun little fact.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Right, David, go on. Start. Have yours.
I was once a runway model at a fashion show.
What the fuck?
What for your beard? Why?
What? That's so hard to believe.
When was this?
Last week. No, sorry. When I was 16, 17.
For what? For what? For why?
For why? Because they wanted models and they look for the best looking guy in the school. So I.
You mean they actively
obviously I was
picked you out?
Okay. No, they didn't. Nobody else would volunteer. So I did.
See, that sounds more believable now.
We love you, David, but
No.
yeah, that's more believable.
It was a fashion show at school.
Okay. What did you have to dress up as? Was there an outfit? What? Did you have to
Desperation.
Just there was a suit.
Was it full like in
time.
between a style where he walks out and his bollocks are out? That would be
I love
hilarious.
that accent.
No, that would be a different scenario.
Crimes would be broken that day.
What was your question again? I'm
So
sorry.
what were you wearing? I
What
missed
was-
that bit. I was chuckling to myself.
I was under twice.
Uh-huh.
Twice.
How many for the people?
Well, he's the
Excuse
only
me.
volunteer.
You said
No, there was a lot of volunteers.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
just the last volunteer.
Right.
right. Okay.
And a jacket and shirt
Okay.
and pants. I don't know. It's just
Did you have hair at this
whatever They
point?
told me to wear.
I don't think he was bald.
I had hair in my
Some
head,
people like
but
bold early.
I had a goatee.
What, at 16?
See, I have heard this. I'm sure you've told me about this goatee thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
at
I had a goatee
16.
since I was 5. Okay.
You had a goatee when you were younger. I know you said that, but from 16.
Yeah, when I was in
What the
Were you even
fuck?
allowed to
Actually,
have
when I was
goatees in school?
Yeah, they couldn't say no.
No, so I
You
don't
had
really
a
count.
What are they going to
goatee
do?
when you were young?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Big
I
bum
basically
fluffer,
when I was 13, it was when I started. When I was like 12, I really started. But I just when I could properly grow goatee was like 15.
That just sounds
so
creepy. A little
definitely.
15-year-old with a
It
little
does.
goatee.
But it wasn't
really
like
does.
this long. It wasn't this long. It was short.
Was it little
like Tom's?
like tuffles?
Like bum fluff.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was just a burn on Tom.
I
can't grow.
definitely had a bum fluff beard when I was about that age, and I was a lot more proud of it than I really should have been. Like a lot more proud of it.
You are, aren't you? When you're that age, it's like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, I was
I've
like,
got a
oh
beard.
yes, I'm a man now. No, I'm not. Fuck off. Right. So this was it? Who was it in front of? Who was watching the show?
It was in front of anybody that wanted to show up.
So how many people actually showed up?
I don't know, 500.
What?
500.
No.
People have to pay for this, or was it like a freebie?
They paid.
Was it for charity?
What? Yeah.
I don't remember.
What? I feel like you'd remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
500
I didn't
people.
get paid.
Where?
So I don't really give a shit if they paid or not.
Why did you join in? I can't see.
But
you
what was
doing
the
it.
event for, though? Do you not know what the event was for?
No.
I
It was just,
feel like all of this up until this point here was like people are just kind of asking. The second he said the word 500,
Yeah.
everyone's like, wait,
Whoa, that's a
what?
bit sketchy.
This
How
is
many-
no longer as small as what we originally thought.
I don't believe him.
500 is a big.
It was
number.
at a hotel. It was at a hotel,
Uh-huh.
and it was in the nightclub area.
Uh-huh.
And
I thought this was through
I-
college
this-
though. Why was it at
Yeah.
a hotel in a nightclub?
It wasn't college. It was secondary. School.
Secondary school.
Why-
Sorry.
why
in
are
a
we not at a
nightclub.
hotel?
Sorry, do you guys call it college?
Yeah.
So you were in
Sorry,
secondary
yeah.
school,
Secondary school.
and they hired a hotel room, like a
In a
function
nightclub.
room out, which
The
held
nightclub wasn't being
up
used
to
as a nightclub.
500
during the day.
people, which is a big
been more.
room.
David, this is some bullshit.
I find it as hard to believe that I
Yes.
yeah.
walked on a catwalk.
In front of 500 people.
It's the
In a hotel,
number.
in a nightclub. What does that even
If
mean?
you'd said something like in a school like gymnasium and then 10 people turned up. Woohoo.
David,
Okay,
you've messed this up.
I'm calling bullshit. I'm on it.
Yeah,
I'm locking that
massively.
in.
I'm agreeing. I'm calling bullshit on this as well.
David's new name is Billy Bullshit.
It's true as well. I bet you. I bet you in a second you're going to say
If
it's
it
true,
is,
and we are
then
going to
holy
book him.
shit.
First of all, 500 people. All right, just okay. How many people fit in a nightclub?
It's true, isn't it?
Oh no!
Right, go on. Okay, go
But
on.
seriously.
Yeah, probably
Okay,
hundreds.
there was easily 500 people there.
Is this
And yes,
true?
It is true.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Hell!
What?
You let us down.
Every week, like every time you bring in like the most random scenario,
It
and it's
really
true.
is. We're gonna have to stop fucking falling for this shit
Was
because
the whole thing true? Everything about
The
it
whole
was
thing
true.
Yeah, I wore a suit and I wore just kind of a jacket and shirt and pants. just
Were you taking
regular.
drugs?
No, no. There
So
was
it actually
I was the last person to volunteer. They needed one more person, and I'm like, ugh, fine, let's just do it. It was organized by a fashion agency, and they were doing. I think there was multiple
So
schools
it's like a
involved.
legit thing. Oh my
And
god!
this is
There was,
legit. Holy
What
shit!
the fuck sort of
Yeah.
hotels do you have over there?
just Irish
Why?
ones.
The Irish hotels, yeah, the Munster Arms Hotel. So basically
with
we
a
had to learn.
nightclub?
We had to do a lot of classes. We had to learn how to walk on the catwalk.
Oh my god!
We had to strut.
Can you do an
Uh,
example
Oh
of
my
that?
god!
I would love
David,
to see that.
David, as a Patreon exclusive, as an extra bonus thing, please, can we get a video of you doing a catwalk strut?
Did you have to wear heels?
Please.
Why would I wear heels?
It might
I
have
wore
been.
shoes.
Right,
might have had
David,
to wear
will you
heels, you
agree
never
to
know.
this? Will you agree to this? We want to see a proper catwalk strut with the turn and
Yeah.
going back down. You can wear whatever you want, that's fine, but we want to see, your missus will record this, we want to see this.
I got to be an asshole here and say it's for the mega supporters.
That I'm fine. Honestly, as long as I get to see this
I'm
video,
fine.
I am happy with this. Yeah.
Look, yeah. I think apparently my wife will record me as well.
Yes,
she already
mate.
said
Do
that.
it.
I'm well excited for
Um,
that. And
yeah,
you
so
got to do like the
if-
L'Oreal
if-
flick of the hair, but do it with your beard.
Yes.
No, well, okay, I can. Now when it was my time, I was nervous as hell, because there was a ton of people there. You know what I mean? But once I was on the catwalk, I heard silence. No, but there was still cheering and clapping and all that kind of thing going. But when you're up, I couldn't hear a thing.
It is
Because
like
I
in
am
the films
so
where it kind of like it's almost like a
nervous.
ringing like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. And the thing is, the guy, the guy who ran the show, he was the guy in the microphone. He could have been telling me what to do. He could have been telling me to do something. I couldn't hear him. Because he was actually telling a lot of people to kind of like, all right, come back over here and walk around again and doing it. He was kind of like making it fun. Nope, not a hope. I couldn't hear a word. But as soon as I was done with that first one, I'm like, okay, that was awesome. That was good. I can do that now. And then the next time was like an hour and a half later. I did it again, and a bunch of teachers did it too, by the way. And the next time I did it, I was having a great old time. You know what I mean? I even jumped off the platform at the end because I was so confident because it was just so much fun. I loved it.
That's crazy.
Really did. And I had
I'm trying to think of something like something like that I've done, which is like I mean, the only thing that I ever did was like do because I used to like read pub crawls. And that had a lot of people in it because I was actively doing something and I had a kind of purpose, I had job stuff to watch out for. What about you and like Chloe and Kale? What have you ever had? Like, what's the most socially awkward thing that you've had to do like that? Well, that was a very deep sigh.
I don't really know. Like, I've done like kids plays and stuff like that, but it's never really bothered. I do actually remember being a little kid and really hating being in front of it. And
I hated it as well.
And we had like a Greek one, like a history one we had to do, and I freaked out so much that I had to be in it. That this one other girl was really nice, and we're like, let's be like, we had to be a slave, and she's like, let's be like twin sisters, and then we can get up there together, and I can hold your hand. I was like, yeah, that's fine. I remember being
You had to be a slave.
You had to be a slave.
Yeah. Yeah, it's dressed up like as a slave, like a Greek slave or whatever it was. I can't.
I'd
Like
rather you say Greek slave because if this was like the like school, like 50 years a slave or something like that, that'd have been very awkward.
No, but I remember I didn't want to go up on my own, so I literally, this other girl was like, "Let's be like twins and we can go and do it together." And I was just,
Oh, that's
yeah,
quite sweet.
I'm well up for that.
I mean, apart from the slave part,
Well,
it's
yeah,
quite
but-
cute. Yeah,
It wasn't real
was-
slave; it was acting.
I obviously knew you weren't real slaves.
Well, did you?
Like,
thank God.
I feel it would
Seriously, I really did. She had me convinced. She really did. So you weren't a real slave. Good. I can relax now. I like.
See, I am a good actor, thank you. But no, other than that, I've never. I'm quite happy just to wing it and go for it. Doesn't really bother me too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like the
just-
joy of the party. Get dancing, don't give a shit. In my old age,
I was the vice president of our school one time, which I feel like I probably should have said that as something.
Yeah,
So,
that feels like a truth or lie thing. That.
Yeah, it really does. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I was the vice president of the. So once in a while, we'd have to
you had them in Ireland.
go on the. Excuse me.
I thought it was like an American thing,
Excuse me.
like vice
An island?
presidents. This in school.
Well, there was the student president
In school in
And-
Ireland.
Yeah.
in school. We didn't have kings and queens in Ireland.
No, but you had like class presidents. and
Chloe,
that.
if you
I
look
didn't
into the
have that.
history, suggesting
Well,
like kings and queens in
some schools
Ireland
did.
might not be a good thing.
But in school,
I don't.
we-
You'd have
we had-
had
we had-
presidents in schools in Ireland, England. I'm confusing
okay.
myself.
Well,
now.
maybe you didn't go to every single.
Well, no, I
school
only went to
in-
one school, so
Oh, there you go. Some years.
we didn't have it.
You know?
I thought it was an American thing.
Well, we did have a class. We did have representatives, and I was vice president. And once in a while, I'd have to go on the intercom and talk to people, and it was the most stressful thing I've ever done in my entire life. The first, it just that was because now everyone has to like. First of all, there's like beep beep beep, and then everyone know then to kind of shut up and listen to whatever the message was, and then like. Oh, I can't remember what it was. I really can't remember what it was, but I do remember that it was the most stressful thing I've ever had to do back then. It was just, yeah, even though some people are just, they're fine. They can talk away, casually, but again, it was the first time ever. I did get a lot of comments afterwards and hey, David, heard you on the intercom. Anyway.
I'm worse off on the phone in public than I am like public speaking or something.
So you're
like I'm one of these people that's on the phone and I can't do it. I don't like being like when I've been at work, I've got used to it and it's fine. I'm like, it doesn't bother me anymore. Like on the radio, whatever, I'm at work, it doesn't bother me. But doing like a personal phone call in front of someone or something, I'm like, no, can't do it. Can't do it. Freaks me out.
No. Kale hates me on the phone because she's like, you just hung up on that person. I'm like, yeah, but I wanted the phone call to end. Like, I don't.
That's interesting. That is interesting. That I don't mind, but I'm very quiet. I don't like people listening to me. But there's definitely some people who are on the phone who want everyone to hear what's going on.
Oh yeah,
and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Who would have very little respect. And those people should be shot.
Well, a lot of the young generation do it on like speakerphone as well now, and they're just walking around a shop like fully like blaring out, talking to someone. You're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I don't mind it too bad, meaning as in like it's just when you're loud and obnoxious, but as in like and you're only talking like the stuff that you were saying, you wouldn't say out loud if you were just alone.
Yeah,
you're literally saying it for the sake of other people hearing you.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
See, I have to leave if I'm on the phone. I have to leave. Like I don't even like being in the same room as people because I find it very consciously that people are listening to my conversation.
And I feel rude as well.
Yeah,
I genuinely feel really rude. Like if I'm with someone, I want to be with them. If that makes like talking to them or whatever. If you're on the phone,
this is when you're alone. But when you're alone, let's say in the supermarket, like I might have my AirPods in, but I'm not talking loudly. I'm talking loud enough to where they can hear me.
Yeah,
and that's it. But if there's somebody next to me, happen to be, I'm like, be a little quieter, But yeah, I hear you. It is. I don't feel like if I have to have a conversation, I'll have it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I'm definitely not that type of person who will be extra loud on a conversation, having other people kind of just hearing you talk, But then again, some people will argue, well, like when you were talking to your person, like it pissed me off twice because now I have to hear both of you guys, But
yeah, no, I think that's worse than trying to do loud speaking in front of people. Definitely.
No, I'd if it was I can't.
I have to do the tannoy in work, and I shouted at Tom once over the tannoy.
What did you shout?
It goes. I can't remember what I said, but it
was like love you or something. Was it not? Or like love you?
I think I said you look really fit.
Oh, was that was over the tannoy?
Yeah.
Fucking.
What's this? A tannoy?
A tannoy. It's basically like it's a speaker outside the petrol station. So like if people have the doors open, you get to scream at them, shout at them.
Okay.
Get off your phone.
Again? One person.
A tannoy.
Only Kayley.
A tannoy. Tannoy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is that?
It's a big speaky thing. Speaky box. There you go, David.
Big speaky box thing.
Is that
a brand name?
Is that in the dictionary like that?
That's the technical term.
Is it a brand name? Oh, it's a text. Okay,
tannoy. It's just a big loud box.
I don't know. It's just what it's called.
So basically, what you're saying is you use and abuse the work technology. Yes. Yeah,
it's fun. You get to shout at people.
I mean, if you enjoy it, it's not a bad thing. It's scary.
Like shouting at people.
Or tell your boyfriend that he's fit.
I got really embarrassed when I first started.
No, you were a boyfriend.
Yeah, sure.
Back then, when I first started driving, before I had my car license, I had a CBT, so I had a motorbike, and I'd never fueled up before. I'd never ever fueled up, and I literally was like, "Oh, right, okay, this is how we do it. Let's do it." So obviously I got there and I sat on my bike and I was like, I'm gonna be cool, like one of these people that sits on their bike and takes the helmet off and just puts it in and does.
No, you don't. If you're going to be cool, you leave the helmet on.
Okay, well either way, I took the helmet off, right, and then I sat there and then I sat there and put it in, and then no fuel was coming out and I was like, what do I do? I'm so confused. And obviously I'd never fueled up before. I just thought you put it in and pressed it on. Obviously the old ones you did, but now you've got the whole pay as you go, or those ones you put your card in first.
Oh, so it was like an Asda one, was it?
Yeah, but I'd never been to one, so I was like looking at it, going blankly, going, I don't know what to do. I was there for a good 5 minutes, like trying to figure this thing out, putting it back on, putting it off. I was proper blonde, and literally through the tannoy, it was like, girl at number 6, girl at number 6, you need to put your card in first. Like they literally spoke, and I was sitting there going, oh,
it's
no,
horrible.
Honestly,
and it was like full court. I was like, oh no, this is awful.
The dumbass blonde on a motorcycle.
Would you not just
The
drive
dumbass
off?
blonde on a motorcycle.
Oh, it was awful. It was so, that was horrendous. That's worse. Is being spoke to on a loudspeaker.
Have you ever embarrassed someone either the tannoy, Gail?
Have I what?
Have you ever embarrassed someone on the forecourt?
Yeah, I did annoy one woman because she was on the phone and my supervisor said, she's on the phone, you need to say something. So I was like, oh no. That's when I first...
She's not allowed to be on the phone?
No, because it can cause a spark and then...
There is.
I know it's been proven wrong, but it's still a thing over here that we've got.
Well,
it
is
stupid.
It is still a thing because the tanker drivers aren't allowed to have their phone near them in the truck when they're driving. It has to be on the passenger side in the door.
I would be a
They're not allowed
tanker
They're
driver.
They're not allowed to touch it.
Hey!
Oh yeah. So this woman, she was on her mobile phone while she was fueling up, and the supervisor came up to me and said, "She's on the phone. You need to tell her."
Then he needs to fucking say it.
Well, yeah. Why didn't she say anything?
Because I was new and she had to know that I was confident enough to do it. So I was like, right. So I pressed the button and I was like, "Excuse me, excuse me." Put your phone down. You're not allowed on your phone.
I bet that's exactly how it went down.
Oh, it was horrible.
Did you say anything when she came in?
Huh?
Did she say anything when she came in?
She weren't happy. I was like, I'm really sorry. My supervisor was watching me, so I had to tell you off.
It was her. Go for her.
Yeah. Did you not change your voice when she walked in? It's not me, darling.
I've just come off break.
Yeah, it is fun, but oh my god, it's so awkward.
You genuinely should put on a voice when you use the tannoy, so when they walk in, they don't realise it's you.
Oh, do voices.
Sometimes.
Excuse me there, love. Can you get off the phone?
That's quite good.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad.
If you're on a tannoy, it probably sounds amazing. Just saying.
Honestly, I can't argue with that. Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Go on, Kayley. Try it. Do it.
Go on, do your best Irish accent.
No pressure. Your best Irish accent.
Oh my god, what do I say?
Say, get off your phone.
I can't.
Go on, do it.
I cannot even do it.
The pressure's
Okay,
on. The pressure's on.
I'll exaggerate. All right, get off the phone.
Get off the phone. That's not Irish.
That's not bad.
There, father.
That's as good as any. That's as good as Chloe did.
Yeah, it's.
No, I'm not good at accents, but
Kale's into. By the way, you know the song that you did into, Moment? Apparently, it's like a proper Dublin song.
Oh,
is it Dublin?
Love it.
You say
Which
or
song
Belfast?
is it?
It's total Dublin. It's total Dublin. It's Dublin.
What is it?
love it so much. Simmer down.
Oh, I might have heard it. I don't know.
It's so good.
Right, so after the podcast, just search "Simmer Down."
I had it on full blast when I was cleaning Tom's car.
Yeah, she did.
I was headbanging.
Irish now. Yeah.
David's not impressed with that song at all. That's into me.
It's a terrible song. He's a fucking.
It's good.
What? Who's it by?
It's a good
An
song.
Irish person.
I don't know. It's like he's extra trying to put on the Dublin accent too at the same time.
I love it. I love it purely because you can hear his accent in it.
You really can. A lot of times you can't really tell where someone's from when they're singing.
That's what I mean. But I like it.
But
because
he
of
is
that.
rapping after all, so
Casper Walsh.
And
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, he looks like a douche.
Casper.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, he definitely does, and he doesn't. When the music video plays, it's not any better.
That's what I'm looking at right now. I'm just like, what? It
You
looks like
three
he's
are
trying to be
very
gangster.
judgmental.
No, I'm not saying I don't like the
that's exactly
song.
what he's trying to do.
I've listened to the song. I
Very
quite like it.
judgmental.
I'm not judgmental. I
I'm
like
being
the song.
judgmental. He looks like a douche.
You really are.
He's got a full he's got sunnies on. He's going, yeah, man, yeah. I don't know what I can't. I've not got the music playing, but that
my
looks
God.
like what he's doing. He's like, Yeah, man, how's it
basically.
going? Sort of thing. That's the song. Is that it? No.
Chloe.
Oh, I do believe Chloe is the best part of the show. If she ever left the show, this show would go to shit.
Honestly,
You know,
yeah, I agree. I
You're
agree.
just all too nice.
I wouldn't want to be on the show if Chloe wasn't on. I'll be honest.
Sounds
with
like
you.
you're just like about to retire me. We really don't want to lose her, but yeah, see you later, Chloe.
Yeah.
Just big her up and see you later. Anyway,
But
Right.
on that note,
So yeah, on that note, by the way, everybody, Nessa will be on next week. She's busy with other stuff right now, but she will be on.
She has other projects that she's been busy with, so I think she'll tell us about them projects next week, maybe? Question mark?
Yeah.
yeah, we all need to
Question
find out. Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't been told. Right. On that note, thank you so much for listening. If you haven't listened, how did you get this far? But we shall see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening. Our podcast manager and editor is David. Thank you, David. You're a
welcome.
superstar. Hosts are myself, Chloe, David, and
welcome.
this week, Kale.
Hi.
Thank you, Kale.
Welcome.
Love you. If you'd like to support our podcast, why not join our Patreon like our amazing mega supporters? You guys are absolute lovely, lovely hero super. The reason why we can do this podcast this week is because of the money that you guys give us. We're getting new equipment, stuff like that. So yeah, so thank you so much. And some of our mega supporters are, sorry, they clicked off, so give me a second. Arthur Job, Fluid, I'm having an orgasm. That's a name.
It's Fluid
why not?
89, by the way.
Fluid 89, sorry. I apologise.
Sorry.
I apologise sincerely. Jack Goodwin, John Brown, Justin
What about?
Reaney.
Did you say I'm having an orgasm?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
I made a point of
carry
saying
on.
that one. Oh
I
my
wasn't
god, you've
listening.
derailed this so badly. Justin Reaney, Master Bates, Me Hall, Phil Starkey. Just
She laughs at me, Hall.
S-My-D, Skip Dude, Stephen Patterson, Timo, Trucker Soud, Trucker Colin. Wait, where's the one I'm not supposed to read? Oh, it's further down, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the one that's highlighted in red, that in really big. God, this is not a very good one. We love all of our mega supporters, and we love everyone who gives us money. We love you so much. Just a little bit less than our mega supporters for the rest of you guys. I mean, thank you for giving us money, but you know, we've got this is such a bad one. Big Mike, Gavin Williams, Neil Rees, Trucker Joe, Slagger Thor. Again, I'm just calling you that because we're not allowed to read out your actual name because you've asked us not to.
I can't believe you remembered that from last week. That's so cool.
I'm actually really impressed too.
I'm really impressed with that.
You must have it typed out. Do you have it typed out?
No, I
Slagathor?
don't. No, Slagger Thor. It's a Scrubs reference.
Is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't sound as cool. I thought it was like a Thor reference or something. It's like Thor and
No,
Slagger
Slagger
Thor.
Thor. No,
Okay.
it's yeah. Right,
Right.
all
Go
of
on,
this is
read
over
on.
music. This is all our outro, by the way. And Danny Flynn, the wanker. Again, I'm not calling him that. That's just what his name is. Guys, we love you so much. You make all this possible. All the stuff, like all of the servers, all these different things. You make all this possible. If you want to become a Patreon, you get some amazing perks. You get live viewings, you get extra content. If you're a mega supporter, you're going to get to watch David walk as if he's a catwalk model, which will be coming out this week sometime. David?
yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't sound happy about that. That's okay. You also get access to Discord and a variety of other things. And if you'd like to support us in other ways, don't go to salmonslap.com yet. It is broken. We are going to fix it this week. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's up to you,
Hopefully.
Tom. I can't get the domain back. Like Tom left the domain lapse, and he never.
It was
rebought
not me, right? We're not having an argument during the outro. That's not what we're doing this week. Right. You can also follow us on social media like YouTube, Instagram. Just search Just Another Trucking Podcast. Go to patreon.com/JTP. Thank you and goodbye.